Dear viewers and friends, hello, I am Elijah, welcome to. In this trading world full of business opportunities, today we will use technical analysis of the champion of investment and trading in the United States. Also, Warren Buffett's trading mentality take you into the stock trading and investment market of the 18 billion in this world. The population currently has about 2 billion people using YouTube. Our subscription goals are: the number of subscribers has exceeded 1 billion and the market share is about 50%. Please move your pinky finger before starting to watch. Press like, subscribe and share to achieve our dream of 1 billion subscriptions. At present, 1,800 people have been booked, and the distance to 1 billion subscriptions. All you have to do is subscribe and share. Concave has a dream when we revenue reached NTR 美元. I will buy a commercial building. The budget is about 1 trillion Taiwan dollars to build a tourist hotel. There is a swimming pool, a gym, a casino, and a checkout room. And hotels that provide accommodation. As long as you have a subscription. As long as you know the relatives and friends that you know. You can entertain them for free until the end of time. And now they have earned 999 yuan. There is only 1.9999 trillion NT dollars away from the income of our trillion. Hurry up and subscribe like crazy. Realize the dream that everyone can have a party together. Hello, dear viewers and friends. I suddenly thought of doing a replay today. By the way, open a live broadcast. Thank you for your support and watching. First of all, let me declare that we are a league channel. The program is entertainment and the effect will be more. The act of losing money with all leagues. Let me share some of my journey with my relatives and friends. Doesn't necessarily guarantee you will make money, but you can guarantee that you can walk less probably. What about the unclear part of the audio and video? Please remind me, I'll adjust it later. Recently someone was saying, that's how to write a trading plan. How to look at the trading structure. Today we hold hands again. Teach again and share with relatives and friends. You go back and do it. Mark the recent highs and lows. That means, because you usually, you will think about being a pawn or you're trading that. Commodities with high leverage, such as futures. It seems that this is all futures on the screen. In fact, futures and stocks are the same. Concave Force has a title on all the videos. Then wait a moment and cut it for everyone to see, giving the concave force like this. There will be reminders here on the top of the credits. What are you going to do? Trading is not about trend reversals. It means you want to trade and make a profit. How should you grasp the pattern? Like an actuary is like, Marxist is counting famous brands. Or they are looking at the pattern like gamblers. Listen to the pattern, learn the kind of people who can listen and see what kind of business is the main force doing. If we think it's right, we'll follow suit. Keep going. For stocks, the general recommendation is to say, you can look at 60 to see how big and small it is day K. After reading it, go to 60K or even 15K if you are relatively strong. Beater, that is to say, you should rush. The daily transaction amount may be in the tens of millions. That possible volatility. If you think the profit will be profitable, then you do 5K transactions. If you say you don't know anything, you haven't tried anything. That's still advisable. You start with daily K and 60K to practice. That profit will still have a more stable volatility. Let me first show you this diagram. The first file is called high-grade copper. Here's the meme from before and then you take a screenshot of that like this. Stand up. Pull the system out and you can do trading calculations on the screen of your computer. For the planning of the painting, it is recommended that everyone use this diagnostic line, which is what we are talking above here. This is specially marked for everyone. It is just wishful thinking. At work, watch him sideways up here. Because like this high-grade copper, if you want to empty him, you just watch this. Sideways, did he tell us? Stop programming language. That means he is going to go down the mountain, because why share it with everyone? It's him, there's usually a price list on both sides. Actually, it doesn't work for you. iOS or Android are the same. You can see through here. You can zoom in on another pattern to see it. I'll tell you later how to see if there is something like this he wants to tell. I said he was about to go down the mountain. So you want to make a long order. Are you the kind of league that is very skilled and powerful but not so good at stopping losses? When your subject is open, take a look. When he charges below this price, you have to have a bottom line in your mind. The stop loss, the stop loss, the stop profit. Go to the mountain and wait. It seems that it has reached the bottom of the mountain. I have seen consolidation like this natural gas. If there is no empty order in hand, don't make a deal even if you are killed here. I am not talking about the subject matter trend today, because we are rushing every other day. Usually, you will win or lose in the consolidation zone of about 3 days. You can't do it. How do you do that? For example, if you look at the pattern of the day, there is a timetable below. He said that is 15 points and the changes in the trading pattern in the past 3 days. If you are looking at 60K, maybe you will see it for almost a month. When rushing every other day, you want to make mental money and make small money. You can't just do one transaction a month. I'm not saying that you do that kind of thing. Very long line, single band, that is another matter. Then if you mean that you want to have a feeling of winning or losing within 3 days, then the suggestion is to look at 15 or 5 points K. Yes, alright, every pattern is not necessarily right or perfect. Wrong just to say. When you look at this pattern, you see that it has profit and volatility. Do the deal again. For example, for senior colleagues, let S divided by 15, then look at the high point. How much is the high point? More than 4200 points. The first point is 4 points. If you look at it like this, it is probably. There is a spread of 1200 points. It seems that we can fight it, then we want to go short. You are seeing that kind of picture ready to go down the mountain. This kind right here watching him break below that price. For the upper edge of the consolidation range, can I make it bigger? A little. I don't have this top of the range of the H&N disc. The main force sells, you follow the main force, and the main force buys. If there is a buy here, how easy is it for you to do the business behavior of adding R and subtracting E round trip order here? You are empty and easy to follow the main force. At the high point, then empty to stop loss. Let this, for example, you be empty. The cost may be, and I take a look here assuming you are empty 400 points. He is 430 points. You just add about 5:10 to 430. If tech is like this, he is 5:1. Tick. Then you can defend maybe to 450 or 460. As long as 450 and 460 are not broken. If your empty spot is at 400, you should first do the round trip work for the session. Business behavior. This is a back and forth. It may be a volatility of 100 points. If the volatility is 100 points, there will be profits. The bit I remember, it seemed like this is like $20 or how much I forgot for a long time. Didn't he hit it? If it's right, it's only 100 points. Is it only $200? How long does this sometimes hit you so easy to eat and start making money? Then there is a bill for bento money and handling fee. I let you earn it back. You don't know how to see it. I'll cut that a little bit. Wait for me, I don't know how to read it. You go to it to search for that. SOP you searched on YT, then you made video before. Grab this SOP you are comparing concave force to now talking about this. Because it had been said many times before you catch this SOP straight. Panel or full screen. The last reminder is how do you eat 2 out of 1? In this pattern, you have not been beaten. Before it breaks, you will be easy. How easy? The first back and forth order. It may be 3530, TIK or 50, TIK to legend. Why do one? What about a round trip? If you go back and forth, if you get the first one right, you may be able to wait for a while. The money to be lost is to earn first. Use one order to go back and forth to stop profit. If you do it right. If it goes smoothly, follow the pattern above. If it goes straight, then just bet on how he can get to the following pattern. Earn him 1200 points and I will get off. Or he's in the process of getting off. Like this, there's the sideways U. I see that the main force is in the multi-strike zone here. There are sideways in VVW. The main force eats and you follow the stop profit. Oops, just mindless and stop at the price. Yes, for example, you. Once the screen is opened and you see this pattern, you are out of your mind and stop using. I'm better off like this, I won't say. What should have been earned was not earned and was bidden back. Then if you say you are betting on a bigger picture, you can bet. He went to Hoshiba and saw the floor was there. I generally suggest that there is no sideways like this. It seems that the one next to you is abandoned. If there is a sideways trade, you can trade and have a look after reading this. After this, let's take a look at that high-grade copper. Smaller. By the way, this one seems to be made a few days ago. Let's cut high-grade copper. Did I come here? Where is the price of our picture? It is 4万. Even if you are empty at more than 4200, look at this. It's still profitable. At that time, I was a little bit short. Just like this concept, including the present. Then assuming I haven't seen this point, let's draw this transaction first. Watch. Did you cut it out like this on the screen? How else can you get off easily? It's easy to get on and off here. It's just in time. It's about 1 hour. A meme I made 2 weeks ago. Is the target price at that time hit here? Then if you are stronger, your heart is big enough, where you earn money and wait for those traders to be the hitters. You just let him gamble the whole thing smoothly. What to do again and again. What do you all share? Is the first one short selling? The short part is like this. I don't know if everyone knows the second one. I want to remind everyone that the key is to go long VVW. Do you see anything like this? Is there any? Listen, wait a minute. I will cut each subject and share it for everyone to see. It is 87, it can be higher. The concave force had been shared with you before. Low prices or low prices for iOS. They are all the same. You just put the first square above and the second square of the second square you put. It is set to 87. If you place an order here, you may lose money at 87. There are 13 points where you may make money, which is the kind of short squeeze you are here. Those who place orders at the same time may have 87 path. The odds of doing long-term trading are good, since you know. The inertia of all stocks is 87, lying down, up and down. It keeps shaking and shaking in this interval. You just choose one side and swing here. Good, you swing. Hit what should be hit, how to hit. You see, he will definitely be there before he goes up the mountain. Don't say that it is certain that 87 will be in this situation. Then in the multi-strike zone, the main force told me for the first time that I would not fall. Then said the second time and tested again and again. I couldn't stock it anymore. The main force has a layout here. As a league, we see the support and we will follow along. It's easy to start making money as soon as you. Then it's easy to make a flip hit zone like this where he spews out. Is there a constant amplitude ranging area? You understand these concepts in the programming language of stocks. I can talk to you. Let me assure you that you will definitely buy in the near future or on the same day. Relatively low or empty. Because this pattern is like a concave force share. He's like a clock. A clock. This side may be E o'clock. This side may be U o'clock. It is E o'clock. Orientation is still at U o'clock, just like a clock. You just imagine that the clock is over there usually. Usually the main force is laundering. Or is he here? He just picks up and down like this. If there is back and forth in the middle, just let him pick back and forth. I will give you the concave force. Strategies such as SOP ticks. Assuming this one doesn't take it directly, it may also be like gasoline here. Is it up to 30, down to 30, down to 30, down to 30? This overseas usually 30 ticks. 30 ticks may be 300到600. The income of 500到1000 US dollars per dollar had been acted, and it will really disappear soon. Up and down touchdowns in minutes. If you trade sideways, you can earn a stop loss. But if you let it go, the stop loss you can bet the floor. Something like this before you trade. See all your patterns. The layout part, relatives and friends do not know if there is any problem. Please welcome. Welcome to leave a message in the message area and see that I am helping you to reply.